Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again, and welcome back to another cooking video. I know it's been a while since I've done a proper cooking video because my last cooking video was on Bluey treats, which is more like, I don't know, it didn't really involve like baking or anything like that, unless you count cooling it in the refrigerator. But I'm gonna do a full proper cooking video again because it's been a while and I kind of missed doing that. But I have been trying to achieve a lot of goals in my life, and no, it's not just trying to review every single movie that comes out because I don't really have time for that anymore. Basically, I wanted to do another cooking video, but I wanted to do one that seemed very, I don't really know how to put it, but when it comes to cooking videos, I don't usually just do cooking videos like based off, well, just any type of food. I usually like to make cooking videos based off like from certain pieces of media like video games or movies, specifically like animated films or, live action, even though I've never really done that before. But I figured with the amount of cooking videos that I made, I figured why not make one based off a movie that involves food, or specifically is about making food. You basically know what I'm talking about. So first of all, when you think animated movies involving food, what are some pieces of media that you think of? Studio Ghibli movies, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Well, there was one specific animated movie that will always make your mouth water in terms of what they're making on screen. It just makes you want to try it for yourself. And this movie in particular has made me do that tons of times. Every time I want to make soup, when I watch this movie, I want to make soup. But of course, the main dish we are going to be making is, of course, the title of the movie. That, of course, being Ratatouille.
Did you say Ratatouille? I like that movie.
Yep, that is right. We are going to be making a dish based off Pixar's highly successful and widely acclaimed Ratatouille. Now, before I get in any further, you know how this movie is G-rated? But, this came out during a time when G-rated movies couldn't really get away with a whole lot anymore. However, this movie actually managed to get away with a few things, like the corpses of dead rats hanging from rat traps, gunshots, that one scene where the old lady is trying to kill the rats with a gun, and Linguini getting drunk. They even used the word hell in the movie. Welcome to hell. That's literally a line in the movie, if you remember. And remember that video I made where I was confused why Finding Dory got a PG rating? I'm still confused about that. Like, I will never understand the rating system today. But I'm not here to talk about the rating. I'm here to make something from this movie. Of course, that being, well, what the title says. I've actually never had Ratatouille before. I never tried it before in my life. I've always kind of wanted to try it, but as a kid, I never really liked squash or zucchini. But now that I'm 24 years old, I've grown more into foods that adults would definitely enjoy more. But, if Ego, the man who had a very icy heart, could actually manage to really enjoy something that good at a restaurant that he didn't really like all that much, the fact that it won him over, maybe it'll win me over. So, without further ado, let's get started. Let us try and make Ratatouille. I'm going to be making this recipe from another cooking video. Like, I'm going to try following that recipe because I've done it before with some, but, I'm just going to see how I make it because I never made this dish before in my life, but I'm willing to give it a shot. But anyways, let's get started.
Okay, now in order to make this, we are going to need 2 plum tomatoes, some garlic. I got like a clove here. You're not going to need a whole lot, but yeah, just garlic. Then you're going to need a red and yellow bell pepper.
My favorite color pepper is red pepper.
An onion at a decent enough size. This is like a medium size, I believe. An eggplant. I recommend using a thinner one because this was the thinnest one I could find. They didn't have like any of the thinner ones, but I'm gonna try using this one. Hopefully I can make it work. You're gonna need a thing of zucchini, some squash. I got a 3-pack just in case. Rosemary. Yes, the wet kind of rosemary. And you're going to need a grain-like thing to put on the top of the ratatouille. I got some chives. And yeah, let us get started.
Oh yes, I'm forgetting. In order for me to make this dish, I'm going to need this. Since I never made this before, hopefully that'll help.
Okay, first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a big pan because we're going to start off by making the sauce. Alright, I got my knife set so we can chop up these vegetables. I suppose we can go with this one. Yeah, that should be good enough.
Okay, first we want to take the onion right here. Yeah, that cuts pretty well. And we first want to dice it up. Let's put that in the pan. Okay, then you want to cut the bell pepper. Exactly how I'm doing it. I know there's still onions on here, but it doesn't matter. It's going to get mixed in anyway. It's kind of like carving a pumpkin, don't you think? Let's also get them in the pan. I know a piece fell, but it's not really a big deal. Okay, next we want to let the vegetables soften for a little bit. I'm going to put it on medium heat. And once we stir it up, then we'll move on to the next step. I want to take my time with this one because, you know, it's just like in Toy Story 2. You can't rush art. And you can see my reflection through the pan. Well, you get what I mean. You can see. I'm a toddler. Alright, now that it's fully softened, we can add in the fresh garlic. This is probably like a clove, so yeah, you don't need too much of it. Then you just want to let all of that fully cook. Okay, it's almost cooked all the way, so for now, let's open up our can of crushed tomatoes. You need this size. When I was in the store, they only had them in this size, so as far as I know, just, yeah. I think this one will definitely work the best. I mean, with the amount of ingredients we have, yeah, I think this will work. Yeah, I really like this can opener because just look. Yeah, just look at that, just clean right off. Oh yeah, that smells pretty good. Alright, now we just want to dump that can of crushed tomatoes right in there. I know it looks a little bit more like sauce, but it's actually mixed with tomato puree, but it's not a big deal. So we just want to stir that right in there. Then we just want to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. Now we just add in a dash of fresh rosemary. And then we stir that in there and finish it up. That's rosemary's gonna smell really good. I mean, it already smells good, but you know what I mean. Now we just want to get this bad boy into a blender. I just so happen to have a food processor right here. It'll still work. Yep, you want to get all that in there. And then okay. Oh man. Yeah, that actually doesn't smell too bad. You know what? I am actually going to give it a little taste. Oh. Oh wow. Yeah, that's actually not bad. I'm really excited about this now.
Alright, let's dunk all this in a baking tray. This is brand new, so yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, there we go. Just let that sit right there until we are ready. Until we are ready for it. Don't worry, this is not going to be an ingredient.
Alright, now we take the tomatoes. We just want to slit them. Like that. Now you just want to get yourself a small thing of water. Well, these tomatoes actually fit. I could get a bigger one, but yeah, you know what? I'll get a bigger one. There we go. You just want to wait till the water boils, and then we are going to put them in the water. I guess while you wait till the water to boil, we can cut up some of our other vegetables here. You want to cut them as thin as you possibly can. Okay, now this is going to be a little bit tough, but we want to put these in the boiling water for 30 seconds. So count them 30 seconds. I'm just looking at the timer on my camera, and alright. Now once you're done putting them in the water for 30 seconds, you immediately want to put them into ice water. So yeah, that's as cool as it will possibly get. Then we just simply want to take off the skin, just like that. Yeah, look at that skin come right off. Yeah. Now we can continue on with the vegetables. I'm getting a smaller knife than tomato because, well, sometimes it's a little bit hard to use the tomato. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Alright, now we get to the zucchini. Finally, the eggplant. Okay, the eggplant might actually be a little bit too big because we compare this to this. I don't know, I'm gonna try my best to see if I can make it work, but I can't guarantee it because this actually isn't the biggest piece. Yeah, I am not sure this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it out anyway. And now, of course, we get to, of course, making our ratatouille by putting in the vegetables in a pattern. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure this is gonna work. I guess I'll take some of the little ones. But if I can't get it to work, then oh well. Yeah, just look at that. Look at that. I don't know. I almost thought about not getting the eggplant, but I don't know. I didn't really have to. So instead of wasting the eggplant, I'm just making them into smaller circles. That way they will fit better. Doesn't have to look super fancy. I just want it to taste good, that's all. And I have a feeling that it will. Okay, so yeah, it was a little bit of trouble getting the vegetables in because, of course, you know, you notice that some of the skin is taken off the eggplant because, well, like I said before, I didn't want to waste the eggplant, so yeah, but I think it looks okay, but let's be honest, it's never going to look as good as, you know, the animated version, so yeah, I don't expect it to look good on the plate, or at least not perfect on the plate, but you know, I wouldn't say it looks too bad, but anyways, now that we got all the vegetables in,
we just want to put it in a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. 40. Alright, so let's finish this off. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, you want to put parchment paper over it before you put it in the oven. I might as well just bring that up right now, because I'm usually one to forget things, but now, let's put it in the oven for 40 minutes. Okay, 40 minutes are up, so now the moment of truth. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, the eggplant's a little bit baked, but all of it's supposed to look, I guess what I mean is a little bit crustier, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying this. I mean, just look at that steam. Definitely gonna wait for it to cool a little bit, and then we're gonna see if I can get it in the form of how it looks in the movie. This is the closest thing I had to like a white plate, so yeah. And finally, we top it off with, voila, it's done. I know it doesn't look like too much from the movie, but I didn't expect it to turn out perfect, but I just tried my best to make it represent how it does. But the important thing is, does it taste good? That's all that I really care about, is if it tastes good. Okay. The moment of truth. I have a pen right here. If I enjoy it, I'm going to drop this pen. So, well, you know what, I'm just going to use the other side, but yeah. Anyways, let's give this a bite. I actually never had eggplant before, but oh man. Oh. Wow, it is really that good. I am not. This is and the fact that this is all vegetables makes it all the more impressive. Just like, holy crap, man! You cannot go wrong with this. Just let's dip some of that sauce in. Just. And I don't really like peppers, but wow, this is amazing. I need to make this a lot more often, because I remember seeing Ratatouille in the theater, and it's been 18 years since seeing it in the theater, and I watched it multiple times, but I never tried this until now. Oh my god! Will that truck be quiet, please? I'm trying to enjoy this food. You know what? I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop this video. So Now I'm glad I didn't leave the eggplant out, because yeah, all the ingredients should be present. All I can say is my compliments to the chef. Oh wait, I was the chef. Yeah, but I definitely did miss making cooking videos. And after this, yeah, I need to watch more movies, because I haven't been watching too many lately, other than new ones. But yeah, I'm glad I got to try this, and yeah, it turned out way better than I thought. It may have not looked the prettiest in terms of how I made it look, but all that matters is that it tastes really good. So yeah, if you've tried this before, let me know. Is it worth the hype? Is it did the movie make you want to try it? Here's the thing, I bet most of you out there didn't know about Ratatouille, the food,
until the movie Ratatouille came out. Or maybe I'm wrong. Did you know that it existed before the movie came out? But yeah, I'm so glad that I got to try this. And it's one of the more nutritional foods I've tried. The fact that it has all these ingredients, all these, you know, vegetable-based ingredients, pepper, onion, a bunch of squash-type vegetables. Yeah, it's one of the more nutritional foods that I've made on this channel. So yeah, I highly recommend giving this a try if you haven't before. But anyways, maybe you guys could request like other like foods I can make. Like, I know I said before I'm not really taking requests, but these are more like ideas that you guys could give me. That way I could take a look at them in the future. Like, if you really enjoyed this video, then let me know what are some foods from popular pieces of media that you think I should make. I also made a whole playlist of other recipes I made. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and maybe subscribe for more. You can also check me out on Twitter or maybe Instagram or maybe Blue Sky. Give me a follow if you can. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.